Hey everyone, this is Pete. Welcome back to New Game Plus and our playthrough of Project Zero's post-game on PlayStation 2. So, last time we made some slow progress through Chapter 2. We're gradually getting there, filling out the ghost list quite nicely. So let's continue and see how we can get on today. So, those of you who've been watching the series since the start will recall that we've left quite a few holes in Chapter 1, but Chapter 2 I think we've done pretty well on so far. I don't think we've missed anything too badly, because if we have a look at the ghost list here... So, Crucified Man was the end of Chapter 1. Then we had Child on Porch, which we got. Kid running away was a pain in the ass. Kid running away was also a pain in the ass. Bro Shadow, pretty easy. Hanged Woman, we got her in the end. Observatory Man. Girl under porch. Man before door. Girl pointing. Kid hiding, that was another awkward one. And we're up to about here now in terms of our progress. So Man in Study will be the next one that we see in this playthrough. That's one I got on the last playthrough. Man before Study. Observatory Man again. Hall Wanderer. Man in Hall. And then a couple of gaps after that. So Man in Hall is going to be the one we're going to need to look out for. He's in the hidden passage, wherever that is. Let's just have a quick check on the map and see exactly what room hidden passage is. I think that might be upstairs, maybe. Stairway, empty room. Fireplace. Maybe not. Can't think of where hidden passage might be, to be honest. It's not that one. It's the rubble room. That's where we ended up. That's the storehouse. We are down here. Oh, it's in there. Right. So that's that area there is sort of the ultimate destination of this chapter. You'll see that there's seemingly no way into it at this point. Actually, what we need to do is get the mask that belongs here and hang it on the wall. So in order to find that, as with most of the puzzles in this game, we have to take a picture of it first of all. And then we have to go and track it down. Now, with it being the whole Christmas period and so on, it's actually been a little while since I played this game. So you're going to have to bear with me a moment while I actually remember what stage we got to and what we were actually doing at the time. Let's also just have a quick poke around and make sure there's no hidden ghosts lying around that we need as well. Pretty sure this one here behind the gate is one we've got, but oh, there's an item. Very nice, always welcome. Yeah, there is one there normally, but there's no sound, no reaction from the camera, so not anything we need to worry about at the moment. Right, so we need to find that mask. And the thing we need to do next, as I recall, is go back this way. And then we go and take a look upstairs. Nope. Something somewhere nearby. Something on the clock. That one I think I've already got, but it's good practice. That's not actually a ghost you could take a picture of, it's just something that happens. Right, next place to go is through this... Oh, something else as well. Or is it they're still locked again? Yeah, it's got a talisman on it now, so that means we need to track down where the spirit that's sealing that door shut is. Which is back outside in the rope hallway. I'm quite pleased with today's setup. As I wrote on Patreon a little while ago, if you're subscribed to that, I've added a few more little gizmos to the setup underneath my television, and I now have a setup which means I don't have to keep unplugging and replugging in optical cables if I want to use headphones. Which is nice. All I have to do now is plug the headphones in when I want them, put them away when I don't want them, so my wife keeps quiet and happy. And there we go. I'm getting pretty close to a nicely optimised setup now for doing this sort of thing. Right, that music playing upstairs, I believe. Yeah. Don't know if that's a ghost you can take a picture of though. It's the last time we saw... Yeah. Last time we saw a silhouette behind a window, it actually wasn't something that you could take a picture of. It was just something that happened. Alright, so we've got some entries on the list coming up. There's one. So I'm pretty sure we've got him already. Oops, wrong button. So man in study. Right, there he is. So Munakata guiding Miku toward the library. So this should then have man before study. Excuse me, slight hiccups. And there is stuff to pick up. Stone mirror, always useful, especially on nightmare mode. Stone mirror, if you don't remember, is the item that allows you to resurrect after being killed. Or basically to have a second life bar. Right, nothing going on out here. There is stuff happening in here, though. Right, Chappie there is one we've already got, I believe. He should be man before study. So we need a key to open a box. Who'd have thought it? Right, so nothing else we can do in here at the minute, I don't think. Scraps of documents. So let's pop into this room over here first, because there's a save point in here. So that film option there, at any save point you can actually restore the amount of the basic film you have up to a maximum of 30. So if you've got less than 30 shots left on the basic film, you can fill up at any save point, which is nice. It means you'll never run out of film, because there's no way of attacking ghosts in this game if you don't have film. So it's not like Resident Evil where you could fall back on using the knife. I mean, using the knife was inadvisable, but at least it was an option that you had available to you. In this, if you've got no film for your camera, nothing doing. Right, so we can go this way. And this leads us... This is upstairs, going towards the koi carp room, I think. Yes. So nothing in that direction, because that door's nailed shut. I don't think we need to do anything down there at the minute, because we already did a bunch of stuff in that direction already. That's just a nice shortcut that we've unlocked there. Saves us having to go through the garden. Creepy sounds. I believe what we actually want is to go and have a look out in this direction. It's blind, everybody. Oh, you tart. Oh, down in one hit. She's so nasty. Remember, the important thing with blind is to make sure you don't do stuff that makes noise, so you can't run. No, I think using the camera actually counts as making noise as well, so... Oh. Well, that happens sooner or later. Good job I saved, huh? Let's try that again. Let's also maybe load up on some better film as well. Alright. So we have a blind to deal with down that corridor. Let's just go and unbolt that door again. Oops. One of the interesting things with the control scheme in this game is that you actually don't have to keep pushing the direction that you're running in, assuming you are running rather than walking. If you just hold down the square button, Mika will just run in the direction she's facing. And if you do that, you don't run into the camera angle issues quite so much when they change. Still happens when you're walking, but a lot of the time you'll probably want to be running anyway. With the obvious exception being, as we've already talked about, when blind shows up. Okay, so we've done that bit. Let's equip some good film. Let's take a Type 37 because we've got loads of that. That's the sort of second level of film. That's the sound that was being played by the shadow from before. And that, if I remember rightly, is we sort of end up in a room where there's a koto, and it's sort of suggested that that's where the sound was coming from. Alright, much better. Yes, okay, so using the camera definitely counts as making noise. So if you're going to take a shot at blind, you better be damn sure you're ready to deal with the consequences. Oh, I do not like her at all. Just everything about her is creepy. Just her very concept. As we'll see as we progress through this chapter, she is sort of the focal point of this chapter's background narrative. Right, so that's down in the corridor outside the storehouse. Which I think... yeah, it's just down here. The talisman ghosts never seem to be very far away from the talismans that they're actually sealing, so... actually, I'll tell you what else we'll do. Just before we go and get that, let's have a look in the storeroom. We have another number puzzle to do. So, Shrine Maiden, Demon, Chosen Age of Years, Months. Time to check the documents. So 7 years, 9 months and 25 days. So 7925. So these puzzles, if you haven't seen them before, these work, they start at 0 at the top and then they proceed counterclockwise around the outside. They're all numbers. So we're at 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. 2. 5. And there we go. So I know that those puzzles have caused people a lot of grief in the past, but yeah. It does explain them in the documents if you know where to look, but it doesn't exactly make it hugely obvious or anything, so you have to kind of figure that out for yourself, or wait for someone to tell you how to do it. Now, in here, on this particular occasion, I don't think there's actually much you need to do, but I believe there's usually some nice items in here. Yeah, so we've got some spirit stones that will let us use the paralyze ability a bit more, which is going to be very useful if we run into any more blinds. Let's take a look up here. Creepy noises, but nothing to actually pick up, I don't think. No, we're all good. What are you looking at, Miku? Something there? Something in there? No? Let me go over there. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Just stare at something and you have no idea what it is. Oh well, we got a spirit stone out of that, which is better than nothing. Right. So, what we need in order to open that door is right here. Another stone mirror. Very welcome sight at this point. Just going to re-equip the powerful film. It's because we've actually got more of it than our basic film at the moment, so we may as well use it. Right, yeah, here's the Koto that we had before.
These photos. They're exactly the same as the ones Mom took. Were they taken with this camera?
Yeah, and there's the screen that we saw the shadow through before, and there is the Koto on the ground.
It can't be. How can a camera expose something that doesn't even exist?
So nothing much else going on in here at the moment. There are a couple of exits out of this room. There's that door there, which I think is locked at the moment. Yeah, we definitely go there later. And then there's a tiny door. So we want just to the left of where... Well, maybe not. Maybe that's the door out in the corridor. Hard to say, really. Okay, so that one is shut for the moment, so... the only way to go is back out again. Oh no! Oh no! Well, this is going well, isn't it? Freeze! Counter! Need to pay more attention. I can't afford to just waste stone mirrors like that, even though there are quite a few lying around in each chapter. Oh well. Let's be safe. Now what are you looking at? Is there a ghost up there? I don't hear one. You can normally hear them if there's a hidden one lurking. So she's looking up there. Doesn't seem to be anything there. Oh well, okay. Back to the study it is. Yeah, plot. You can read that yourself if you play the game. Use the bronze key. Yes, please.
I came to research the Himuro family's secret ritual because this blinding mask is the key to the door. The altar's got to be behind this door.
Right, that's men before study. So now we are making some progress again. So, men before study. Next one should be observatory men in the tatami room. Where is tatami room? Oh, it's just out here. And the observatory's out on the that balcony. There he is.
Why? What happened?
So, back down to the garden we go. Can actually make good use of that shortcut to get back down there. Let me just check the list and see what we should be coming up against next. So, we should have Hall Wanderer next in the Hidden Passage, and Man in Hall in Hidden Passage as well. So, a little while to go before we come across any more, hopefully. Let's take the opportunity to save. And restock on film as well. Okay, if we then take this happy little shortcut here and head down the stairs, we'll find ourselves conveniently back out in the garden, ready to find whatever the weird glowy thing was that the ghost dropped. Pick it up. Not Mum. Ouch. Big scary boss ghost doesn't mess around. Let's make good use of that paralyze ability. Yeah, the really tricky thing with that one is you saw it once during that fight where she sort of leaps into the air and then reappears somewhere different after that. Do we still have... Did I see a sparkly thing over there? No. Is there still a stone mirror in the abyss? Because I remember there was one, but I can't remember if we actually took it or not. I have a feeling we didn't, but let's go have a check anyway. Because it's always useful to have one of those on hand. As we've seen. Right, it's normally around here. And there it is. Lovely. Feel a little bit safer now. Let's top up on health just in case. Right, so those dolls that we saw there, I keep thinking I'm seeing... Oh, there is another one there. Here we go. Right. So, we need to go and find those dolls that we just saw. The logical place to look would be in the doll room. Can't remember if that's actually where we go though. Let's have a look. There's definitely a puzzle in here at one point. And there's something to take a picture of in here as well. Over there. Okay, so oh god, I don't remember how this works at all. Who is in front of the back? Now, I believe this one actually sort of gives you a pity solution after a while, if you keep getting it wrong. Because it's not that one. So who is in front of the back? That one? Nope. That one. I don't understand this puzzle at all. I'm sure there's a really simple solution to it. So I think it's something like they're moving in like a line, like they're doing a dance or something like that. And you have to choose the second one, the second to last one in the sequence. But it just never seems to work as you expect it to until you get down to that last two, when it basically just gives you it. Right. Uh-oh. No, thank you. Oh, bloody hell. This is an extremely unpleasant ghost. He's the one you keep seeing in photos, sort of dragging people inside things. So there's one where he's dragging a kid inside the clock, and one where he's dragging them into those shelves in the corner. And not a very nice chap. Right. Another stone mirror down the toilet. Let's get where we need to go, which is back to the entrance. Just going to stop off in the rubble room to save as well. Especially as the combat encounters are starting to get to a point where they are kicking my ass. Right, I think with any luck we should finish chapter 2 today, all being well. Unless we run into any particularly horrendous situations. No, we can't go that way. Well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? I had a feeling that door was still locked, but where's the other side of that? Because we should be able to actually... Oh, we could have opened that up from the walkway to the storeroom. Oh well, we still can. In fact, let's do that, just in case we need to get that way quickly. Right, so if we take our shortcut back up here. I'm probably going to regret skipping saving there, but we haven't really achieved anything of note since the last save, so let's just continue through. And what did we say? Out here to the storeroom. We don't need to go this way right this minute, but it's worth unlocking that door just to have the shortcut available in case we need it. So, that one? Yes. Oh no, that's the other one. That's the Great Hall. So the burial room, I think it's called, is over on the other side here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now that other door we just unlocked is actually a fairly convenient shortcut back to the entrance, so let's go and take that now. And almost certainly run into some sort of horrendous ghost who wants to eat us. How's our health doing? Full. That's okay. Now, as I've said, but we have been in here before, it's worth just having a look down the sides each time, because there's sometimes some bits of film and medicine and stuff down there. There's also something throbbing in my controller. Which is slightly unsettling. I don't hear any ghosts. Obviously the slightly awkward thing on nightmare mode is you don't have that filament, the glowing light showing you where the ghosts are. Oh no, you again. Oh, I hate you so much. Come on then. Use the zoom like I keep saying we should. You gonna attack me? Or are you gonna be a dick? Dick, please. Missed. Have some. Counter! Alright, everything's fine. I'll guzzle a bit of medicine though. Right, we are now getting towards territory where we need to start watching out for ghosts. So, good time to save. We're about to enter the hidden passageway I mentioned earlier. And there's at least 2 in here that we need to snap a photo of. Right, there is a hidden one around here somewhere. I can hear it. I think it might be up there somewhere. Right, that's that door over there. Can't see any distortions for that hidden one though. Judging by the sound... Oh, there it is. I think... Yes. Again, surprisingly challenging to get those sometimes. Especially on Nightmare, where you have to locate them entirely by sound. Right, so this bit is all about making use of the masks You hang them on the various hooks and that opens doors. Right, that's Hall Wanderer. And then there should be Man in Hall after that. And then we got 3 gaps. Actually, looking at these, those 3 gaps after that, those are all just the hidden ones, which we're missing a couple of along the way as well. So I'm going to have to look those up and see exactly what we're missing. But it looks like, aside from the ones we missed in Chapter 1, which are, there were about 5 of them, I think, it looks like there's only about 3 wandering ones that we've still got to get. So once we've got those, that will make life a whole lot easier, because we won't have to worry about those anymore, and we can just plough through the rest of the game. Hooray! Pick up the thing. Sure is. Right, once you take those masks down, you can't actually go through that door anymore, so... Obviously you can put the mask back, but... there are other things you need to do with them besides go through those doors, so...
What's that?
Oh, such a horrible... And that, dear friends, is where blind came from, if you were wondering.
What was that?
Oh god, I hate fighting blind so much. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, it wouldn't be quite so bad if she didn't take off your entire life bar in one hit. Oh dear. Alright, let's try that again. I'm going to bust out the super powerful film for her. If there was ever a good reason to make use of it, it's now. creepy, creepy face in the ceiling. Where are you? Come on, I found you easily last time. Not that one. Okay, that's you. That's you. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. Right, let's get prepared. Take the Type 74 film. I saved the Type 90. Skippy, skippy cutscene. Skippy, skippy, scary cutscene that I don't like because eyes. Skippy, skippy cutscene. Wrong button. Freeze. And die. But that was easier than before. Oh, she's my least favourite ghost to fight. Right, if I remember correctly, what we need is to hang a mask on all 4 of those. But we've only got 3 at the moment, so we need to find a 4th one. So there's happy mask, sad mask, angry mask, and the 4th one is the mask of reflection, I think it's called, which is the important one. So we have a look through here, and you need a specific mask to open each of the doors. So you need happy mask for this one. I could probably switch back to the Type 37 now. Okay, I think that big rock thing's just out in this garden here. There's a save point here, which is nice. So let's make good use of that, having got through that blind confrontation. Yeah, there we are. There's something behind it as well. Easy enough. we then have another one of those slidey puzzles to do. Right, so that one there, 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 and that one there. Quite an easy one, that one. Not going to complain. Now, is this the bit where we fight the Family Master again? Because I don't like fighting him, as I believe I indicated during the mission mode. However, I also remember during the mission mode that he wasn't anywhere near as unpleasant. Uh-oh. No, it's not Family Master, it's Munakata. The folklorist. Missed. He's not nearly as bad. We still want to keep our distance a little bit though. That paralyze ability is so good. Really should have unlocked that in my first playthrough. Right. No, Family Master you fight here a bit later, I think. You come back to this room. And you have a big old Barney with him. When he tries to chop you up with his ghost katana. Which is apparently not as ghosty as you might hope. So I don't think there's a lot else we can do in here at the minute. No. You come back later and there's a lot of extra documents to help you sort of understand a ritual and perform it properly. Can't go that way. That's fine. We don't need to go that way. But we now have the 4 masks. Where does this one come out? The lamp hallway. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where I am. And it's not really where we need to be at the minute, but it'll do. So we now need to go and do mask shit. So I think all we do is hang the 4 masks on the pillar, like so. Oh, okay. Maybe the 4th one isn't the Mask of Reflection. The sad mask goes there, I think. No, but we need that to get out. So let's pick those up again until we get the 4th one. Happy Mask always makes me think of Zelda, Majora's Mask. The creepiest Zelda game. And still one of my favourites. Oh, that's right. You can actually just use the mask of reflection in place of the normal masks, and it will just turn into the right one. Okay, we can't get in there yet, because that's what we're doing all this stuff with the masks for. Joyful mask, that's the one we need. Where does that come out? Oh, that also comes out in Lamp Hallway. So we don't need to go there at the minute, so we can just take down Joyful Mask, and then we've got all our masks. Wonderful. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. I believe we're not far off the end of the chapter now, so let's keep going and see if we can clear it today. Well, it's been quite a long episode, but, you know, it's the nature of this game. Alright, excellent. Right, we also now need to be on the lookout for ghosts. Wandering ghosts, that is. I think you know where to use that, Miku. Right, that's Man in Hall. Okay, so we are up to date. So if we see another wandering ghost, it is one we need to add to the list. No shit. Right, for the love of God, let's save. Knew that was going to happen at some point. I hate it every time it does. Right. What is the quickest way to get where we're going? I think it's this way. And we go all the way round to the other side. This game is really nicely designed in terms of its world building. It's the way it's constructed. It just gives you a really good idea of how these areas relate to one another and how they're connected. And the way each section of the game is kind of cordoned off into a particular area, and the sort of overall area that you cover in each chapter gradually expands as the game progresses. It gives you a really good feeling of what's where in the house and the overall layout of the world. It's something the whole series does really well, in fact. It's kind of an essential part of the survival horror genre generally. So like the old Resident Evil games are always very good at it. Even looking right back to Alone in the Dark. Just that feeling of coherence to the game world. It's sort of the one constant you can rely on amid all the chaos of what's actually going on in terms of gameplay. So the one thing you can rely on when you're being beset by zombies and ghosts and... well, just ghosts really in this one, but... Get away from me. Yes, I know. That's why I'm here. Now, I can't remember if anything nasty happens when you use the mask. I imagine it probably does, since that's what usually happens in this game. So, just to be on the safe side, let's just equip the good film and be ready for whatever this is going to throw at us. It's something like, it's either another fight against Munakata or Blind, I think. Yeah, there we go. Hello. Freeze, sucker. No, no! No, 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 no. I'm going to die. Dead. Oh no. Well then. I knew something like that happened. And it still killed me. Right. Let's do this properly. At least we've been making constant progress today without any running children. No more running children. Right, so he's easy enough to deal with. It's just that bloody blind bitch who is going to cause us some issues. Right. Fat film loaded and ready to go. I guess what you need to do is because shooting over the camera counts as making a noise. Go down the ladder. You need to immediately be ready to counter the attack that she'll do in response to it. And I guess that's how you do it. Because there's not really a lot of room to move around down there. And with the whole one-hit kill thing going on, we don't have a lot of options. Alright, where are you? Alright, let's get a... Oh no! Oh, you missed. Oh. Right. Concentrate. Fully charged. Paralyze. Hit. Ready to counter. Counter! Is he going to do it again? No, she just moves over there. Paralyze. Hit. Be ready to counter. Counter! No, missed! Dead. 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 Right, that's clearly what we need to do, though. Maybe not worry so much about the paralysing stuff, because that's not hugely important. I guess you could try and paralyse her during the counter-attack, but I don't know how valuable that would be. Right. This time's the one. Yeah, it feels like getting a good feel for countering stuff is really important in Nightmare mode. It's because the ghosts do so much damage, you can't afford to take too many hits. And countering them both knocks them back and does some additional damage to them anyway, so that's what we need to concentrate on. Alright, we got this time. Oh no! No, 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 no! Unbelievable. I'm annoyed. Oh, this is not a good start, is it? Oh, he kills you in one as well. Oh, no! Piece of shit. I'm not standing for what you did last time. Eat Paralysey camera death. Yes. Right. Let's do this properly. Maybe we do need to paralyze her a bit. Stop her getting that initial attack off. It's a very short window you've got to deal with that, though. Right. Come on. Do your worst. Ready to counter? Oh, she didn't do it. How dare you not behave how I expect you to? No! No, 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 no. Can you heal while that's happening? This is important. You can! Oh my god. That's important to remember. Oh, that's good to know as well. You can paralyze them during a shutter chance. And that keeps the shutter chance open. Oh my god, I thought that was going to take a lot longer than it did in the end, but we're there. We've done it. Right, that is worth remembering. The reason you do not die immediately when you get hit by a devastating attack is so you can heal while you are in the process of dying. Seems like a great idea to go in there. Yeah, sure. Let's just take a look. I'm sure everything's fine. It's a piece of the Holy Mirror indicating we've finished a chapter.
It's another piece of the mirror.
I can't see. Run away. And that's chapter 2, everybody. Oh, dear me. Right. So next time we move on to chapter 3. I guess there's no more wandering ghosts in that one. There must be a few in chapter 3 and maybe a couple in the final one. But there's only 3 more left to go, aside from the ones we missed in chapter 1. So basically, we're pretty close. Aside from the couple of hidden ones that we're missing as well. So we'll pick up from there next time, see how we get on with chapter 3, Calamity. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moe Gamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buying me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.